Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with Kes. In this video, I will be educating us on how to care for someone with a learning disability. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about what learning disability is, or should I say educate ourselves. So learning disability simply means a reduced ability to understand new or complex information or learn new skills, impaired intelligence, and of course, the reduced ability as well to cope independently, impaired social functioning, which did not start now. Of course, that means it started before adulthood. Okay. Now, when you say learning disability, who are the people that fit into that category? We have people who are autistic, who have Down syndrome, or who have cerebral palsy. Though there are other ones like dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, ADHD, but this video I'll be focusing on those who have autism, cerebral palsy and Down syndrome. And I will be educating us on how to care for them in such a manner that will not elicit a challenging behavior. If you want to know more, stick with me to the very end. My name is Kesienaakwaraatie, a health and social care trainer. To all of you, my returning subscribers, thank you all so much. Hey. To all of you, my mentees out there, always remember, much love, guys. Much love. I hope I'm getting this right. Much love to you all. And remember, I am just a telephone call away or an SMS away if you need to talk to somebody about something. All right. And hey, if you are just watching us for the first time, hello there. What are you waiting for? Join us. How? Smash the subscribe button. Yeah, give me a thumbs up, like the video, and don't forget to click on that all important notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you, my dear, will be among the very first to know. And trust me, you won't regret it, because on this channel I talk about care, how you can be the best version of yourself as a carer. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty on how to care for someone with a learning disability. So let's get right into it. Now, the first thing you want to do is to educate yourself on the particular learning disability you will be working with. Are you working rather with autistic people, people with Down syndrome, or cerebral palsy? Educate yourself. Know what comes with the condition. Know what challenging behaviors you might find, and what triggers these challenging behaviors. The next thing we're going to look at is communication. Now, your mode of communicating with them is very important, as this can also lead to a challenging behavior or a normal nice shift. Yeah. So if they are working with people who cannot unhear you, you will need to learn what they call the makaton, a sign language. Okay. But it is important that when you are talking to them, you don't talk condescendingly to them. The tone of your voice rather is warm, is inviting, is friendly. It's not harsh, it's not mean, it's not disrespectful. Yes, they may have a learning disability, but that doesn't mean they're stupid. They are not. They still have some form of intelligence going on. Okay, never take that for granted. Now, also, you want to be aware of the risks involved in caring for them. Yes, there are risks. I won't lie to you, because I've done the job myself. But you see, those risks can be managed if you treat them right. And one of those risks is that they could lash out at you, get physical. Okay. And if that is the case where you are working, you would have been trained, or you will be trained on the mapper, how to restrain them properly. Okay. But know this, that when you have somebody with learning disability who has a 2-to-1, it means they have challenging behavior. If it's 3-to-1, oh, that is raised up. Okay. So which means that you must be on alert and treat them right. You should also be aware of legislation. Okay, you have the Mental Health Act 1983, you have the Care Act 2012, you have the Equality Act 2010, you have the Mental Capacity Act 2005, you also have the the Human Rights Act 1998. All this legislation work in their favor. It protects every single one of them. Okay, and you should also be aware of of safeguarding rather. It is important. Now, another thing you need to learn about how to care for someone, or know rather, about how to care for someone with, a learning disability, is that you should be able to promote their well-being, including nutrition and physical health. Now, they are not in the state to say what is right and what is wrong for them. Everything goes. So it is your responsibility, as a key worker or support worker, to ensure that they eat the right things, to keep them healthy, and they move about. They are active, not sedentary. Okay, it is also your responsibility, to provide personalized care. Now, caring for someone with learning disability is person-centered. It focuses on what they like, not on their disabilities, not on what they do not like, but rather on what they like. And so, as their carer, you have to give them person-specific or personalized care to ensure that they fulfill, their individual set goals and live their best life. You are also to provide support that empowers them to be as independent as possible. Now, if they're able to do their laundry themselves, let them. If they're able to make their meals themselves, let them. I have worked with people, with learning disability, who can cook their food, who can pay their bills, as in pay their, at the till, at the supermarket. They're able to purchase their train tickets. They're able to fill their logbooks themselves. I have worked with people like that. And the whole idea is that enable them to be as independent and to live as that way for as long as they can. Okay, because the truth is that they are happier that way. All right? They are happier that way. And our job as support workers or key workers is not to restrain them, is to help them fulfill. Okay? We're not to control them, but to help them achieve. If that makes any sense. Okay, now final thing you also want to do is to encourage them to have meaningful relationships, either with the other service users in the same house as they are, or with their family members or friends. You want to encourage that, because it means a lot to them. You don't want them just sat there in the house not having. No, they should have friends coming in. They should be able to go visit family when they want to, particularly in festive periods and all of that. Okay, now I hope this has helped some of you out there who are struggling and wondering how best can you care for the people you are working with who have learning disabilities, either autism, Down syndrome, or cerebral palsy. I hope this has helped you today. Okay, so until I see you in my next video, always remember this, guys. Never you forget that no matter what the matter is, you, my darlings, you matter so much more. Over.